The opponent's had 3, so execution is key. Gesture, a little bit caught out. Supercharger thrown down, but Sire player quickly cleans it up, and there's the Blizzard over the point. Great placement. Fury throws it stiff. Hugapin free now. So much space created by the Blizzard. Prophet wishing he still had his.
Yeah, now you ended up using Blizzard and Supercharger there for the Florida Mayhem. Maybe you could have held on to one of those, but
Spitfire from getting in position. Now they have to fight off the point to start with here. Overtime ticking down. The Spitfire are no closer to getting to the points.
Fury jumped to the point.
That's bizarre.
Fury contested to force OT, then started to wrap back around. Maybe he thought because
For London.
they do have some players coming back here. Prophet's going to come back through Blizzard, I believe that's through the window. Going to connect with a few.
Looks like he threw it around the corner of the wall. Either way, that's the first Blizzard I think the Spitfire managed to get, or at least the first gameful one. Again, Quartermain strikes in the kill feed. Finds Chris this time. Gargoyle trying to protect his Reaper as Birdring goes in for the death boss, and both attempting it. But Cyan player looking better. This time the Spitfire stall for 93%. Ocean has to fade forward onto the point to try and keep it contested with Coalescence. But Jester's taken down by Sire once more. Going in 1s and 2s might have worked on Noah's Ark, but not against the Mayhem. Sire play to push up now. Sound barrier means he'll take this 1v1 and Birdring won't escape. Overtime for a few seconds, self-destruct blocked off by the wall, and it was Quartermain who had to stall things out. He gets a touch, but Bedosian now is going to have to fade forward. Mora never wants to do this aggressively. Fury and Prophet is still there. Turning up on the Diva, the Wrecking Ball for Gesture to elongate this fight, but man, I don't see the Spitfire getting back into this.
You do have Florida able to control the point. You're going to get one touch here at the end. You're going to have Birdring coming in. Does have the Death Boss. I'm going to raid for him here, but it's not going to get anything. Overtime ends, and the Florida Mayhem will take this state, which is crazy to think about.
Even though their lead channel record was so good, but yeah, they've been losing that one all the time recently. Gesture finds Hagopun though, but there it is. Sire player touted as the best counter sniper in the Overwatch League. Shows us exactly why he's got that title. He and BQB are going to town on the Spitfire. Gesture the only one for London who's actually been finding kills here. Sire might struggle. Yep, Fury's not going to let him get away here. And with Fate on his own on the point, despite the pressure of the double sniper composition, the durability, the staying power of Florida's team comp was removed. Yeah, and they used it all. The teams are equal footing in terms of information. But the Spitfire going to give the Mayhem a bit of ground, and Bedosian does not want to get caught out there at all. He could have had a Transcendence later on in this fight, but it's a trade. Fury sends a bomb in and gets rid of Hagopun, but losing Prophet here isn't good. Sire player strikes once more. Immortality field thrown down on the point to buy a couple extra seconds for Fury, but he goes down as he tries to head to the high ground. Gargoyle will break down this shield, hook in, Gesture removed. Fight's essentially over now. It's just Mini Diva for Fury hanging out on the point.
You are not going to
point in about 3 seconds though. Fury needs to get picked off here, and here's the Transcendence comes too late. At least though, Bedosian's able to get back to the point as the wall comes down, but Sire players looking for more. Prophet though denied. Another shot there from the Quartermain, sitting in that back corner, or up on the high ground, finds the pick. Crispy Prophet now, he's taking the challenge, but eventually Hanzo just getting that more damage output. Despite losing Gesture early, the Spitfire still had the firepower. That will get broken down, and the Spitfire can still purge, but they actually drop down voluntarily. Whole hog here for Fury, though. Keep an eye out for that one. Defense Matrix will eat some of it up, but here comes the Blizzard to the point. Fury is actually able to get away from it there. He's out of range of it, sitting in the back corner, and that's unfortunate for Florida. 5 players alive, no one. Oh, they get a bit of damage, forced to keep his head down. No one
heal.
Yep, no one healing him right now. There's a Transcendence on the point. He must be jealous, looking on. Fate Supercharger gets taken down, but the Mayhem were able to avoid the self-destruct with that Immortality field inside the bunker. Gargoyle blocked off. As is Fate right now, trying to get to the point, but it's fine. They'll be forced to wait a little bit, but the Spitfire are down to only 3 players on the point. Birdring's had to spend most of his time with his head tucked into his wing. He can't peek out. Sire player now to work forward onto the point. Gesture doesn't last very long either. London Spitfire, they take their time, and doesn't look like it's going to play out for them. Maybe a Winston attempt here, but that'll do it. 2-0 at the half for the Florida Mayhem. You go and get reverse swept by Washington and come back like this. Fade a little bit low behind that shield. Immortality field thrown down now, just on that corner. Birdring removing that as well, but he's gone down. There's a hook. It's looking good for Florida now. Shields are up. The Spitfire has Gesture back in the fight, but what do they do with him? This is a sad-looking ice block, as I'll give you the big tip. Prophet's going to struggle to get away and be able to fight effectively now. He effectively shields the rest of his team off with the wall.
This will be a Blizzard that comes through from Prophet. Dragon Strike here from the Mayhem. It just prevents some follow-up.
Amplification Matrix thrown down, but Birdring has the off angle, and with it, it gets 3.
But this is fine, though. I mean, the cards.
There's the hook.
This should be a kill.
Immortality Field thrown down.
It's a biotic grenade there from Bedoshin. Okay, they do secure the kill on the Fury though.
Chris gets the field, removes it, then Fury goes down. Gargoyle whole hogging now. Gesture and a boost, but kind of caught there by the looks of things. Prophet just disintegrate. I don't even see his model go flying. No ragdoll necessary, and in the chaos, the Mayhem get that checkpoint.
Opportunities off of those players and combinations of abilities.
Fury has to actually use physical cover there. He knows the heal's not going to be enough to keep alive, but they have Matrix in play. That is a filthy blizzard though, and the Dragon's trying to follow it up. Who can survive? Not many, that's for sure. It's very pretty, but it was a lot of ultimates committed. Still, you'd love to see a plan. See which one goes down. Bear in mind, no Diva on either side, no chance to eat these. Whatever Blizzard comes down will stick. The walls need to be used to block the effects.
We'll have a Transcendence for Bedoshin here with the Blizzard in play. And the Ant Matrix used here by Chris, but he actually throws it to the side there, and you may not going to get any value out of it.
No gesture's a big problem here, Matt. It's going to have to be an ice wall thrown up here to act as a tank for the time being, but it's not enough. Bedoshin has cut down Immortality Field now, but Nasser's hooked out of it. No chance to stay alive. Fury gets into the back line, but he's going to get it whole hogged away immediately now. Gesture trying to get to the point, but he's blocked off too. Dragon's Fight splits the Mayhem off into the corner. This is an opening now. Birdring makes his way in, gets himself two. BQB has to lip, but Chris has found the double down. And the Florida Mayhem get to the end of the map. Just Gargoyle in, wall thrown up here.
Just kind of throws off the aim there a little bit as Nuzzle have the Ant Matrix already.
Side player down though, Matt. Not ideal. Prophet gets the third kill off the map, and the damage is huge. All towards the Florida Mayhem. That amplification matrix from Nuss looked very good, and he climbs the siege tank. Just delay siege himself, actually, and with Prophet's help, they find the kill. Two from Prophet. It's almost died. Okay, well, fair enough. He has just doubled his kills in that one fight.
That is tough. I mean, they use the Ant Matrix, and I think they're just trying to like create space so they can just kind of run in and Blizzard. And they're able to pick off 3 with it, but Fate takes out both supports.
No way, no way. Dragon Strike through. Who's going to heal through this damage? Hakapin down, Sireblade gets Prophet with the Dragon Strike, and it was the double.
They're gonna get it.
Fate gets the double kill, I know. But geez, it was so close. It had to be the whole hog there from Fury to get his team across, otherwise that would have been over potentially. Oh man.
But like even that, you get point B if you're London, you have to be was low. They kind of forced that transcendence usage.
Yeah, Fate just dropping in on top. I think the pile driver gave him the willies there. Sireplace taken down by Gesture. Murdering in a great spike here though, self-destruct over the top, but yeah, it looks like they've got this one secured now. Gargoyle and Chris fall, Dragon Strike to make sure the point is clear. And now with the London Spitfire playing off towards the side, Gesture shields a little bit low. Sireplayer trying to find a cheeky angle, a headshot there onto the enemy Orisa. Ultimate counts here. Sireplayer's getting close to a Dragon Strike, and he's got rid of Birdring. The London Spitfire might let this one slip away from them. Sireplayer Dragon Strike now to the point. The Spitfire have to stand and contest this one. They have no choice. They try and split, but Gargoyle gets rid of Gesture. Coalescence now from Bedoshin had to be there, but the wall is going to block a lot of that healing and damage, not to mention Fury desuited. BQB knows he can go for the Blizzard now, and it's a desperate wall by Prophet to try and stay unfrozen, but it doesn't work. Soundberry now from Nusses. Both Mays dig deep to try and make the difference, but that Transcendence from Huggerpin could be destroyed to break. The Spitfire's back. Nuss removed. Prophet out of the pitch now. Jester dropping onto the point here with that adaptive barrier, trying to hang around, but Discord makes it a tough life, and it is tough out there for the Spitfire.
Lineups and whatnot, like Junkertown is so dependent on like snipers and pickoffs as BQB takes Birdring out.
Oh man, he was being healed as well. Fury comes in there, is able to get rid of BQB, but I mean, already losing those two players is pretty nasty. Nuss is still alive, at least on the Mercy, but Byron now is starting to cut through the London Spitfire. Gesture's super out of position now. He's fighting against the Hunter and the Mercy. That's clever though. Prophet is able to get BQB while Gesture's being chased. Chris finishes him off, brings BQB back.
Yeah, then they use Nuss and Valkyrie to be able to contest the point, but Chris is going to be able to take out Birdring there in that Mercy on Widow battle, as that's going to force Bedoshin Transcend on the point. They're trying to get a res headshot through it though.
That is so rough. Nuss does land, of course, with a res, which makes it much easier to hit. Sireplayer can find the head, and with burst damage, what an El Clasico it's been, man.
They bring in a bunch of new players here for the 4th map. It doesn't seem to matter. We're getting the same results, as that's going to be a Transcendence from both teams on the cart, but the Mayhem seem to be coming out on top.
The Widow bursts through the Transcendence. It didn't matter. Bedoshin trying to keep Nuss alive. Again, Sireplayer
That's what I love about this, though, when you get the damage dealers back in. You can see, like, one player really just kind of dominate a game and, like, take it over.
Oh, Birdring doesn't have Infrasign right now. Saya player's going counter-sniping. No, he loves to do the head. Like there was ever any doubt. Problem is the Mayhem they have nothing left.
Yeah, they're bleeding.
It just took Saya player too long to find those kills, and after Prophet once again getting a first pick, and Infrasight now doesn't look nearly as good.
Yeah, no, he's got to, well, I was going to say he's got to back out, but he ends up dying. Supercharger, so you can use it as it comes around the corner. Main force Spitfire end up using Trance if they want to get a push.
Oh,
nice halt hook.
Look at that as well. Prophet was in a great position to get the damage done, but even Fury was outside of defense matrix effective range by the looks of things.
They're trying to res this? All right.
Okay.
Come
Chris,
on.
Nah, that was a little bit, that was a little throw. I mean, Infrasight with Saya player. It is really unfair for him to have this ability, to be honest.
BQB at 1.
Prophet going down, that's brutal. That's the sniper that's actually been doing the work. Fury now missing DPI, trying to play for the high ground. Nuss! He had to go for the resurrect, no other choice. But DPI just sends him with the micro rocket team, makes a meal of his opponent. And it's just Bedosa now, I guess. He got the Transcendence after all, fam. It's a shame. There was no one else around to see it. Yeah, Prophet removed in the Florida Mayhem. They do this to me every time. Bring the Mayhem.